Welcome to dinner. I'm Reyshan.
I'm Jordan.
And tonight we're making reverse seared ribeye steaks
With Swedish Hassleback potatoes.
and some roasted broccoli, cauliflower, and corn. There might be some red peppers in there too. And a little sauteed onion. So what are we gonna need for that? We have this beautiful 2-inch ribeye. To do the reverse sear, you really need like a nice thick, like 2-inch steak because it's got to roast. You don't want to get overdone. We got our lovely potatoes here. We need half an onion and the frozen vegetables, of course, because it's quarantine edition. And we're gonna need a little salt, pepper, some Italian seasoning, a little rosemary, some thyme, olive oil, and canola oil, because we're gonna need to cook the steak in the canola oil because the olive oil doesn't stay hot enough. And that's what we're gonna, and of course beer. Of course beer. So let's get to it.
These potatoes here, these are called Hassleback potatoes, which originated from Sweden. So what I'm hoping to do, this is going to work, is since these bamboo sticks are down here to help not cut all the way through the potato, because you want to have little gaps in between where you can add your pepper, your rosemary, your butter mixture, salt, Italian seasoning, or whatever you like.
All right, so then we got a nice fan on our taters there. Nice fan on the taters.
I'm sad. Fix mine.
Yours is fine. Jordan's gonna make a little fun butter mixture that's gonna go on top of them. So what we're gonna put on the potatoes is a fun butter mixture with some butter, some olive oil, and then got some thyme, some rosemary, and some salt, and some pepper, a little bit of pepper, and then we got a nice little butter, fun mixture there, and we're gonna put the potatoes down. You're covering the potatoes. So get them open, and yeah, you just want to try to get it in there, put little cracks. Okay, and ta-da, we've got the potatoes all buttered. So for our veggies, because I'm gonna do them on the same pan, I'm just going to, I made this fun little tinfoil bowl to put the veggies in.
Here, I got I had a knife I was bringing.
And I'm gonna put them in for about as long as the potatoes and let them get nice and roasted. And we'll just go ahead and throw a little pepper, a little salt on top of those bad boys, and a little drizzle of olive oil.
That's good.
And that's all gonna go into the oven at 450 for an hour. So here we go.
Go watch a show.
Oh.
Go watch the Ozarks.
Alexa, set a timer for an hour. Okay, so next the steak. So super easy for the steak here. We're just going to throw some salt and pepper. Salt, please. Maybe not quite so much salt.
It came out an awful.
And more pepper.
Here, I'll put it in my hand. My hands are clean.
And some salt. And because we're trying to do this all in 1 hour for the whole shebangy bang, I got the toaster oven going at 200 degrees, and we're just gonna let that roast in the oven for about 40 minutes. It's gonna do just fine. So we're just gonna put the steak on there, throw it in the toaster oven 40 minutes, and come back to it. Now in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and slice up these onions real quick and save them for later, because they're gonna go in our pan butter sauce after we sear the steak later, but we'll get there. So just put these onions in this bowl for later, and now we wait and drink. So, and Jordan's gonna clean up a little. We'll be back.
We're going to word from these sponsors shortly. Today's episode was brought to you by Cute Dogs in Quarantine. This little man, he gets 10 walks a day. See you later.
All right, so I took the vegetables out after about 30 minutes and just wrapped them up in foil, so they're all staying all nice and warm. They got all nice and roasty. You like to get the pan super hot, Jordan?
Super hot.
Super hot. So,
Super hot.
step one, canola oil. All right, so our steak is done with its slow cook. I got my trusty tongs here. Trusty. How's the steak look?
Good. Big.
Big.
Thank you, Publix.
So what we're gonna do, as soon as this bad boy starts smoking, we're gonna put it in here for 1 minute on each side. All right, so it looks like we're smoky there. Go ahead and put this steak in 1 minute. All right. Flip her over. 1 minute. All right, so when that's nice and seared, we're gonna take it out for a second. We'll go ahead and throw in these onions. This here butter.
Saute. Hopefully no flambe.
And then go ahead and put in my powdered seasonings. My rosemary. My Italian seasonings. Pepper. And a little salt. And my garlic powder. All right, now that we got that all in there, we're gonna go ahead and put our steak back on the first side that we cooked it on. Baste for about a minute on one side. Taters, show the taters. Taters, yeah, all right. Set them on the counter. All right, after we baste the one side, we gotta flip her over for about 15 seconds and baste this side. When we're done with that, what you wanna do is take the steak and sear off the fatty sides. All right, that should do her. Get that pot off the onion. We got some nice crispy onions going there. Okay, so steak's rested. We got some fresh beers here. And I'm gonna slice this bad boy up. So here's a fun trick. If you have tongs that lock together, if you take the tongs in your steak, you can just use the tongs as a guide. Some doggy treats right there. Plate her up here. All right, you want to try it? Reverse seared steak, 1 hour dinner. Cheers.
Okay,
That's tender. What's the tater called again?
Hassleback potato.
Try this Hassleback potato.
Yeah, crunchy, but
It's crunchy on the outside and cooked on the inside. I'm a fan. I like that. All right, guys. Well, cheers. Thanks for watching us make dinner. We're going to enjoy this. Hope you're having a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of yours. See you next time when we welcome you to dinner.